We're going to lose our furry listeners, and that's yours.
No, it's fine. If you're a furry, that's all the power to you. Pick up, become an artist, make tons of money. Totally cool.
And DeviantArt.
Yeah, like, totally respect that. I totally get the hustle. If I was an artist, I would draw furry porn all day. But I'm not, and not really into that anyways, so...
Hello, and welcome to episode 145 of the Annie Chat Box, where we good friends snuggle up in a teeny tiny space to talk about all things anime. I already introduced myself, I think, and if I didn't, my name's Cassie. I'm hosting today, and we have an entire box full of people playing Animal Crossing, so we're going to be multitasking like pros today. The first multitasker, and probably the one who's most at risk of not paying attention, is Lily.
Wow, that was fucking rude.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Fuck you. As
I can hear your thumbsticks clicking.
It's fine. I introduced us as playing Animal Crossing, so the viewers will just have to understand.
They can just fucking deal,
They're probably playing Animal Crossing too, right now. I don't know why they would listen to a podcast while playing Animal Crossing, but I'm sure someone's doing it.
Yeah, probably. Anyways, hi, I'm Lily. I'm playing Animal Crossing, and I guess also gonna talk about anime.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna do that. Also here, and in the same house, quarantining effectively, is Craig.
Hey, I am not playing Animal Crossing. I'm here to talk about anime. I forgot it was the thing. I can't wait
Craig is a purist.
I can't wait for Resident Evil 3. I just beat Ori and the Blind Forest, and Final Fantasy VII Remake will consume me and Lily's lives come 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Also here, my Animal Crossing sister from another Mr. Cammy.
Did you say anime? I thought you said Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Yes.
Yep.
And now we're going to throw the entire podcast out the window so we can just talk about Animal Crossing.
I mean, Box Bits Ahoy. We should do one.
That sounds like a great idea. Tune in for our Box Bits segments on Patreon that we're totally making and supplying for you guys. I swear to God, we're going to do better this year. But we're going to actually get started with what we're going to be doing today, which is our spring anime picks for 2020. However, with a little addendum of as of current notice, because some of these may or may not get delayed or canceled. I know ReZero got moved, and I'm not sure if the rest of the stuff we're talking about today will be moved either. But assuming everything is going to stay as it is, we're going to be talking about our picks today.
Does ReZero have a tentative re-release date, or is it just indefinite?
Summer, I think.
Oh, well,
I think it's July or something. June or July. Honey, do you remember?
Bad.
Huh? I don't
ReZero?
know. I don't pay attention to that show.
I think it's summer. Worst case, we get it in fall. I know it's not being moved to like next year.
That's not bad.
I think that they announced that it's going to be moved to another season. I think it's summer, but I could be wrong. I don't have that pulled up in front of me right now. But anyway, if you've been listening to Annie Chatbox for a while, we have this long cemented lore that everybody is stuck on a island, including me, who is the trash anime goddess who sends out bottles to these foreign islands every once in a while, and everybody gets to find out what they're trapped on an island watching for the respective season that we're in.
It's literally Anime Crossing New Horizons.
Yes. However, I am a chaotic good, and I mix up the bottles on purpose, and everybody else gets everybody else's anime, so we'll be revealing one by one what everybody else got. I am the all-knowing anime goddess, so I know what I got, but I'm still gonna pretend I'm surprised. That being said, we're going to go ahead and kick it off with lovely Lily. Go ahead and tell us who your recipient is and what their number 4 anime for the spring 2020 season may be.
My recipient is Cammy!
Yay!
Woo!
And Cammy's number 4 pick for the spring 2020 season is Arte. Arte was born into an aristocratic family in Florence during the 16th century Renaissance era. Being female, it was unheard of for one to become an artist. Driven by her love of art, Arte is willing to cast aside her aristocratic lifestyle to become an artist. I think I watched this with the trailer with Cassie. I don't know if I'm saying that name right.
Arte? I'd be really happy if it was Art, since she wants to be an artist. That'd be great.
Yeah, I was thinking about the naming convention, and I was like, look, even if it is Arte or Art, it's kind of dumb, but it also, like, it looks really charming and awesome. But I'm also like, that's way too meta. That's so much art. Her name is Arte. She draws art. She wants to be an artist. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for this one. I know that friend of the podcast, Teresa, wants to check it out with me together, so it'll be awesome to have her be able to hear an impression afterwards.
For sure. She's going to be so stoked. And actually, I kind of want to know your thoughts, because when I was watching the PV, I was like, I really like the premise of this show, but there's not a whole lot of animation in this show.
Yeah.
So, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if you look at Hanako-kun, its production has been a mess after episode 1, which I just thought was gorgeous, but you're not necessarily watching it for all of the perfect animation or the abundance of. So maybe it'll be one of those where they really lean into the aesthetic and then it doesn't matter, or it's just really charming. Who knows?
Yeah, I think my biggest fear for this show is that it'll turn out to be another Ascendance of a Bookworm, which, the lack of production made it so incredibly boring despite a unique premise. So that's probably my worst fear of this show, but I am excited to give it a chance just given the unique premise and the fact that it is another historical anime, and those I feel are very rare in this day and age. So, yeah, crossing fingers.
Yeah, I'm hoping for it. Or maybe it'll be so charming I won't care about its production, just like Hanako.
Yes.
Who knows? Who knows? I hope you're not done talking, Cammie, because I did not think out this order very well.
Oh, yeah.
You're next.
All right. Well, my secret recipient is the anime goddess herself, Cassie.
Whoop!
Yay!
Whoop! Boop, boop.
And Cassie's number 4 pick for the spring 2020 season is Listeners. Set in a world...
Who saw that coming?
Who knew? Who knew? I'm going to drum roll each of yours because, we got to hold out the suspense. Set in a world where the concept of music ceases to exist, the story begins when a boy encounters Mew, a mysterious girl who possesses an audio jack in her body. The two intermingle with the history of rock music and embark on an unforgettable journey. This is the Mappa show this season, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the main reason I picked it. Mostly because I feel really bad about not watching last season's Mappa show, which was Dorahedoro. I couldn't stick with it. My poor tummy couldn't handle it. And normally I try and give the Mappa show of the season at least 2 or 3 episodes, even if I don't stick with it. And I couldn't do that with Dorahedoro. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta give my Mappa support. Also, the PV looked really cool. I thought it was super aesthetically pleasing. I agree with Lily, because we watched these PVs together. I agree that it looks kind of weird. And there's something very odd and sexual about a man plugging his, cords into her audio jack.
Ooh.
But, maybe it'll be a good metaphor.
Going back to Chobits here.
But yeah, it looks cool, and the premise is, it's an original, and I just always want to support original work, so we'll see how it goes. I'm intrigued.
Awesome.
All right, so next up is Craig. Not sure why all those pauses were there, to be honest, but here he is.
Pregnant
Craig,
pauses. Pregnant pauses. My recipient is Lily. You're number 4. You're number 4. I'm sure you probably already know what it is.
She doesn't. I don't show her these things.
I definitely didn't sneak a peek at her screen while she was making these.
Oh my god. Well, I didn't purposely give her a preview.
Number 4 is Shadowverse. With
What?
I applaud your acting. Synopsis goes as follows. There is no synopsis, which is great, because your next read is a doozy. Ask Lily about it. What? ask Lily about the game here, I guess.
Okay.
I couldn't find anything
Okay,
about this.
so
What is
Normally-
Shadowverse?
Okay, so Shadowverse is...
Sounds like an MMO.
No, it's basically a Hearthstone clone made
Ooh.
by Cygames, who is the mobile game developer that made Grand Blue. Anyways, so it's Hearthstone but with anime girls, so Hearthstone but with a better art aesthetic. So yeah, anyways, I just kind of picked this because I've kind of had an interest in playing Shadowverse, but I also kind of don't know if I have the time for it, and this just looks like someone was like, what if we took our weird online card game and made a Yu-Gi-Oh show about it? So I was like, cool, I'll watch that. Because basically it just looks like Yu-Gi-Oh! There's like, you know, teenage kids with goofy hair and they're playing this card game. So
Speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh, you gonna watch Sevens? That's up this season.
yeah, there's... and
I'm
that's
sure it
also-
will. Spoilers, it was on her list.
Mm.
It's not one of her picks.
It was on my list, yeah.
But it was on her list.
I put this one higher because it looked a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than Sevens does.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
so I don't know anything specifically about the plot or how it's being adapted or what they're gonna do, other than that it looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh clone with a popular online card game, so, I mean, might be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Cygames
we'll find out.
usually tends to produce relatively nice-looking anime, at least, so there'll be that.
That's good.
I'm excited to hear about it from you shortly, hopefully.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are ready to hear from me because it's my turn to read.
Yeah.
Get fucking hype by process of elimination. Craig is my secret recipient.
Yay!
And I'm actually kind of intrigued by Craig's number 4 pick for the spring 2020 season because I heard it was like gonna happen, but I didn't know it was coming out this season. And that is Digimon Adventure 2020.
Oh, weird. This was lower on my list.
Sure was.
Yeah.
Everybody cannibalized each other this season. To be fair, the picks were slim.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention.
I
It was
read
like,
the synopsis of this after just putting it like mid to bottom tier, and I'm like, this show's literally just a reboot of the original
It's
show.
not.
It is.
It's not.
It's
It
mostly
says,
just a
let
reboot.
me read. The new anime will take place in 2020 and will feature an all-new story centering on Taichi Yagami when he is in his 5th grade year in elementary school. His partner is Agumon. The story begins in Tokyo when a large-scale network malfunction occurs. Taichi is preparing for his weekend summer camping trip when the incident happens. Taichi's mother and his younger sister Hikari get stuck on a train that won't stop moving, and Taichi heads to Shibuya in order to help them. However, on his way there, he encounters a strange phenomenon and sweeps him into the digital world, along with the other Digidestined. So I think it's going to be...
It's Digimon
Kinda.
1.5.
Yeah, so it might be similar, but it's not going to be identical.
They're
it
not
looks like.
stuck at summer camp and they don't get sent to the digital world. They go to Shibuya to get sent to the digital world. Also, the character designs are slightly different. Me and Zach were looking at images. They all wore gloves in the original, and now they no longer wear gloves.
Downgrade.
Yeah, also Matt wears a scarf and he's wearing purple.
I'm kind of in.
Well,
Like-
you were in because Matt is there.
No gloves, downgrade.
Again, I put sevens above this, and I believe in terms of like interest level, I'm
You didn't put 7s above this.
okay,
or
then-
you would have gotten it.
well, okay, I guess I put Digimon above this. Either way, I'll check out the first couple episodes, but I said to Zach, I don't know how long I'll stick with this show, mostly because, I don't know, I haven't watched Digimon since Savers, and I kind of fell off. Tamers is rad.
Yeah, I love Tamers. And I love the original too, but it would be fun to go back and kind of...
Well, it's interesting, right? Because Toei released the Try movies, and those apparently didn't do well. Apparently there was going to be a Digimon Adventure movie, but because of Corona, that got canceled. And apparently this kind of came out of nowhere too. So I'm like, man, Toei's just beating this Digimon Adventure 01 horse into the ground.
Hey, yeah, and everybody's fucking sick of it.
I mean, I'm not.
Hopefully
Right.
it'll have good production, though, right? Like, they tend to make the new stuff look nice and shiny, at least.
Yeah, I hear, like, Digimon Try was kind of hit or miss based on opinion. I hear it got really grimdark towards the tail end of the movies, but I haven't watched past movie 1, to be fair, so... Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's the big loop. We're going back around. Honey, you're back up.
All right, Cammy's number 3 pick of the spring 2020 season is Kitsutsuki Tante Dokoro, or Woodpecker Detective's Office.
Yes.
The synopsis is, a ghost was seen on the 12th floor of the Asakusa Junikai building. A newspaper article featuring the sighting brought together Takuboko Ishikawa, who runs a private detective agency to support his family, and his assistant Kyosuke Kindaichi to solve the case.
It looks like a lot of eccentric bishi men in, like, an older time period solving mysteries, and I was like, I will totally check this out. I'm excited. The art is kind of wonky, but, like, hopefully I can get used to it from what I remember from impressions.
Neat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. I love to hear about it.
There's a lot of detective shows, I think, this season. There was, like, Unbalanced, I think, was, like, another one.
Yeah.
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 Interesting season. There's, like, historical anime. There's
There's the one set in the Meiji period or whatever, and then,
Yeah.
as you said, the Unbalanced dealing with, like, class and cops, and I'm like, huh.
slim pickings and very diverse genres this season.
Yeah, for sure. I'm intrigued to hear about it.
Yeah, it has a lot of voice actors that I recognize too, like very well-known ones, so hopefully that will also be very exciting. I can just call out, oh, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, Cammy, next up.
Yes, with your number 3 pick for the spring 2020 season, Kaguya-sama wo kokurasetai, or wait, Tensai, Tachi, no, Renai, Zuno-sen, or Kaguya-sama Love is War, 2nd season.
I feel like I should make a rule that we would just all, like, jump in on, like, sequels, because I thought people would challenge me on sequels, and no one did. And then I realized I'm probably just going to say the exact same goddamn things that I do say about the things that I love that are getting sequels. I don't know. We can workshop it. The point is, I'm very excited about this, and I'm really happy no one fought me up for it, because now I get to go and watch it again with Lily, and I get to go ahead and relive the beginning of our relationship again, because that's the wonderful thing about this show. Reminds me of very early Lily Cassie days.
Was
It's
that
fun.
early?
I was about to say that's still prevalent.
I mean, we've already gotten past the point of confessing and being together. That's
you meant like thematically. I thought you meant like we watched
thematically.
that early. No, I was like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, I meant thematically. It
Oh,
reminds
okay.
me a lot of early us when we were getting to know each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so it'll be fun to watch again. I'm excited to see if honestly they'll be able to keep up the same kind of I don't know, like humor and nuance that they were able to do in the first season.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely going to mention beforehand that your list kind of has a sandwich pattern as far as, like, certain themes of shows, but I will recap on that once we've gone through all of them.
I'm very curious to see the graph that you use there, Cass, because I remember putting this and the other sequels, like, I'd say a little below Digimon on mine, because I figured...
You did. You put them really low, so you weren't fighting me at all for them. You were just like, here
I
you go.
basically was like, I'd rather, if I'm giving impressions, I'd rather talk about something new rather than a sequel. That was my mindset.
I mean, honestly, that was the thought I had after things happened when I was making the lists, because I think you have a good point, and we should probably workshop in the future what we're gonna do with sequels.
Yeah, I thought we had one for shows that we've already given a review to. Wasn't that the whole My Hero Academia thing?
Yeah.
Well, that was for not passing for review.
Oh, yes, you're right. Okay.
But in regards to impressions,
Yeah.
we tended to still allow them, I think. But
Yeah.
or I broke my own rule. Either way, we'll think about it. But for this season, I may or may not have cheated, and I got this beautiful sequel. And I can't wait to watch it.
Heck
and
yeah.
talk about it. And in the future, perhaps we'll have a new rule about sequels. And if we didn't already have one, I'll follow it next time. It'll be great. Everybody will have a great time.
Always.
Always. Anyway, Craig.
Lily's number 3 pick for the spring 2020 anime season is Shin Sakura Taisen, the animation, otherwise known as the anime based on Sakura Wars, the video game. I saw this.
Another game adaptation. Yeah.
Again,
Why do you sound so mad about it, Craig?
Watching
No,
garbage.
I'm mad because I gotta read this without any breaks. This is gonna be a long explanation. Also, I'm sure she probably already knows this already.
Make Craig read it.
Basically, that's my irritation. So now
I'm sorry, I just copied it from my anime list.
in 1930, 2 years after the events of So Long, My Love, the Great Demon War results in the annihilation of the Imperial Paris and New York combat reviews, flower divisions, with Earth at peace, and the review's action becoming public, the World Combat Reviews organization is formed with several international divisions. A biennial International Combat Review tournament has been organized. Hey, look, it's Tekken. 10 years later, in 1940, Imperial Japanese Navy Captain Seijiro Kamiyama is assigned as the captain of the new Imperial Combat Review's Flower Division in Tokyo, which consists of Sakura Amamiya, a swordswoman, and a recruit, aka she's the main character of the video games. Hatsuo Shiomone, I'm not going to go back and repronounce that, a shrine maiden, and the most popular actress, Anastasia Palma, a newly transferred, I don't give a fuck, new transferred Greek actress, Azumi Matsu, blah blah blah, a prodigy ninja from Mochizuki clan, and the Clarice Snowflake, a Luxem something, a noble woman, a division. Once again, my god, there are so many words. Basically, your ragtag team of people, you're going out to war, you're fighting in a tournament. Hey, Lily, are you psyched? Did you play Sakura Wars? I didn't know that. I only know them from Project Cross Zone. They're owned by Capcom.
One, I'm just gonna throw this out here. I have no idea what you just said. Two, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. But, I do want to pick up the new game. And
Do it.
I figure I probably will just watch this, just cause. So, yeah, I've put it on my list.
Sakura Wars!
Have you watched any of the previous anime adaptations, Lily?
Nope.
Same, actually. So I'm going to be curious how good this one will be.
I never knew they existed, to be quite honest. I saw it, I'm like, oh, huh, that's not surprising, but interesting.
Neat.
Nito,
All right.
Burrito.
It's my turn again.
Oh.
And Craig's number 3 pick for the spring 2020 season is Nami yo Kitekure?
This one.
Oh, yeah.
The stage is Sapporo, Hokkaido. One night, our heroine, Minare Koda, spills her heartbroken woes to a radio station worker she meets while out drinking one night. The next day, she hears a recording of her pitiful grumbling being played live over the air. Minare storms into the station in a rage, only to be then duped by the station director into doing an impromptu talk show explaining her harsh dialogue. With just one recording, the many eccentric facets of Minare's life begin to pull every which direction as she falls even deeper into the world of radio.
So this is produced by Sunrise. Also, the manga is the same person that worked on Blade of the Immortal. I would figure that out after the fact. I just saw the PV and thought the art direction looked pretty interesting. Also, a unique concept is talk radio. Yeah, that's basically why I picked it. I was like, huh, this seems pretty unique and different, so I'll give this a shot. Also, I just looked this up and figured out it's Funimation. So, hey, yay, Funimation.
I've also heard really good things about the manga, and the PV looked absolutely bonkers. There's like a giant grizzly bear at some point, and then like people are yelling at each other, and she's screaming the whole way through. It looks to be. It kind of struck me as like Hinamatsuri-esque, and just like its humor. So that'll be. I really am looking forward to hearing what you have to say about it.
Yeah, very. It seems wild out there, kind of absurdist. Maybe like the situations the main girl finds herself in, like, oh man, I work for a restaurant, but also I'm getting into this talk radio business. Oh, this is pretty interesting, and people's personalities like coming into play and all that sort of stuff. I'm very curious to see what comes of it.
Yeah.
Well.
Nice. I actually saw this on your list, and as I was putting the descriptions onto each one, I was like, oh, Craig got this one. That's interesting. I just didn't think it would be something that's necessarily up your alley, I guess. But then I'm like, cool, he's branching out, trying new things. Neat.
I also, again, consulted Zach, and Zach was like, hey, this looks cool.
Listen, Zach is good at finding interesting things.
To quote him, to quote him, I fill my brain with useless knowledge, and you can talk about it. I'm like, okay, sure.
Sounds good. All right, let's loop back around, honey. Go.
All right, so Cammy's number 2 pick for the spring 2020 season is Otome Game no Hametsu flag shikanai akuyaku reijo ni tensei shite shimatta. My next
Lord.
life as a villainess. All routes lead to doom.
I'm so glad that you got my list, considering that fucking bonkers title. And I'm like the one person who's just a fucking ace at saying these long Japanese names. So thank you. Much appreciated.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you, honey.
So 8-year-old Katarina Kleit. Well, I can't read anything that isn't Japanese, clearly. Is the only daughter of a duke, living her life peacefully and without incident until she hits her head on a rock and then remembers that she is not actually the duke's daughter. She used to be an otaku who died on her way to school after spending the previous night playing Fortune Lover, her favorite otome game. After noticing that her current surroundings seem oddly familiar, she is shocked to discover that she has been reincarnated into the world of Fortune Lover as the villainess. The villainess in the game usually winds up dead or exiled, so Catalina decides to use her knowledge of the game and its routes to avoid any bad situations. But is it even possible for the villainess to reach the good ending?
Oh my god. This is like...
Fight your fate.
This just seems so dumb and goofy and like my brand of like awful isekai stuff. I'm really excited to see where this goes. And the art I don't think is like anything crazy impressive, but it is cutesy. It's very cutesy and colorful. So I'm just excited. Like I love that it's taking a frame of otome games, and I love that she literally is trying not to be executed or die. It's like it should be fun. I hope it's really fun. I'm excited for this one.
It's also cool to have an isekai technically with a female protag.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting more of them lately, and I appreciate that.
Definitely. Yeah. I'm hoping this one will be a little bit more engaging than Bookworm, because Bookworm was a little slow for me, but I think that was due to the production, not really anything on the story.
For sure. All right, Cammy.
Yes, I have Cassie's third pick. Hopefully now you're starting to see the pattern of the sandwich, because, her number 2 pick is Fruits Basket Season 2. It does have a new synopsis, though, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. It's been almost a year since Toru started living at Shigure's house. Though she now has a deeper relationship with each of the Somas, not just Yuki and Kyo, she is concerned about their sinister curse's true nature. The right path to choose, predetermined destiny? What emotions will arise in Yuki, Kyo, and Toru in the face of the eternal banquet? What will be their resolve? I'm not ready to hurt again, y'all. What about you, Cassie?
I am. I'm so ready. I'm so prepared. Also, I was looking up everybody's stuff and writing the synopsises, as I do, from my anime list. And I was like, hey, Lily, do you know how I know Fruits Basket Season 2 is important? It actually has a synopsis for its second season.
Yes.
But again, I may have cheated. I'm not sure. We will be better about maybe not reviewing sequels next season, but I was actually pretty certain that Craig would swipe this from me, but he didn't. And now I get to do an impression on Fruits Basket. And unlike everybody else here, I like feeling pain, and I can't wait. I am ready. I'm going to show up with my tissue box and my soft blanket, and I'm just going to have a cry-a-thon, and it's going to be great.
Sounds intense.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
And then, is it going to be around next year, Christmas or your birthday again, or Valentine's Day? You'll get the other set of it from Lily?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's an easy gift,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, it's just that easy.
No, this will be
Easy breezy.
easy breezy. That'll be wonderful. I approve of your strong embrace of sad pain and tears.
Yeah, I cheated pretty hard this season, I think. I got both the sequels that are good. I hope are good.
Oh no, they should
I
be
really hope.
predetermined quality.
It's true. But yeah, Craig.
Yeah. Lily's number 2 pick for the spring 2020 anime season as Gal to Kyoru.
Yes!
Yes!
There is no English translation, I don't think, as of yet. Thank you.
I mean, there's a manga
Gal and
translation.
Okay,
My
cool.
roomie is a dino, is what it's
Yeah.
called in English.
Yeah, but it was like, I wasn't sure. Like, I don't know. I never know when I'm going to commit to the English names.
No, you were good.
Synopsis goes as follows. One day, Kaede, a Garu, picks up a dinosaur and begins living with it. The short comedy depicts their daily lives together as the dinosaur consumes human food, watches television, and enjoys fashionable things. Thus begins the story of a gal and a dinosaur cohabiting that transcends time itself. Cool. It's directed and produced by the same people that brought you such classics as Puppety Pikachu.
This one's for you, Suki. This one's for you. That's all I have to say.
Done. Drops the mic. There you go.
Perfection. I'm so glad someone has this, because I put it really low on my list, but I was like, this is gonna be legendary. Have you guys seen the stupid dinosaur's face? It's great.
It reminds me of something straight out of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh my god, it looks like Blue.
Yeah,
You're
it does.
exactly right.
Yeah, it does.
It looks cuter than blue. I said it. I fucking said it.
Drops the mic. Leaves again.
Listen, I loved Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, but blue was my least favorite part of it.
I can get that. I can get behind that. But who is your favorite friend, then, is my curiosity.
Wilt.
Wilt was my favorite,
Wilt.
too. Yes!
It was Wilt.
Wilt Gang. He's so good.
Wilt Gang.
Good stuff.
Good to know that Craig knows that I'm entirely predictable.
I was about to say, his movie basically sold his entire character. Even more than
I
the
actually
show.
never got to watch it, to be honest. I just always really liked him. Eduardo was a very close second, though. I love him.
If I recall correctly, I think in the movie you figure out why he's missing an arm and one of his eyes is busted.
I feel like Eduardo would be a type of character nowadays to, like, wear a flower crown. He deserves a flower crown.
Give Eduardo a flower crown 2020.
Oh, yes! I can get behind that. And anyway, now back to your regularly broadcasted anime, but we might have to do a box bits about Foster's later.
I would so love that. Please let us talk about Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. But yeah. Moving on forward, I believe it's Cammy's turn to talk.
Alrighty.
Or is it not?
Wait,
I lost
no,
track.
I think it's... Wait, who just went?
I did.
Oh, right. Craig went. It's my turn. I heard... I don't know why. I just assume that if you're talking a lot, you're the next one to go. My brain's
Sorry.
dead. No, you're fine. You're perfect. I don't know how to read.
She really doesn't sometimes.
I really don't. But yeah, let's see. Whose turn is it? My brain is dead. It is Cassie's turn, I think.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, Craig's number 2 pick for the spring 2020 season is one of the most contested ones on everybody's list, and that is Kami no To, or Tower of God.
Hey, the Crunchyroll original.
Tower of God centers around a boy called 25th Bomb. Interesting. Or 25th Bam? I don't know. It's one of those things. Who spent most of his life trapped beneath a vast and mysterious tower, with only his close friend Rachel to keep him company.
Rachel.
When Rachel enters the tower, Bam or Bomb, I don't know, what a weird fucking name,
Bam.
manages to open the door into it as well and faces challenges at each floor of his tower, or of this tower, as he tries to find his closest companion.
This looks so freaking good. The PV was so good.
It was. It looked great.
I looked at it and I'm like, this seems like a wild concept, as he just ascends his tower to go after Rachel and whatnot. Apparently it's based on a manhwa, so I'm very curious about that. I forgot who the production company was behind it, but I'm very curious to see how it goes, especially considering Crunchyroll, it's an air quotes original. So hey, I'm very excited.
Hey.
Also interesting to know that it's one of the highly contested amongst all of us. I think I put this as number 2. Yeah, I think so. Number 2. That sounds about right.
I didn't have it that high, but it was on there, I guess.
It was on basically everybody's list, even if it wasn't high. It was either mid or high on most people's lists. Yep. So moving on, this time it's Lily's turn. And
Yay!
I'm looking at the actual order now, so I don't make a flub again. Lily, it is your turn. Go!
Cammy's number 1 pick for the spring 2020 season is... Yesterday, o utatte, or Sing for Yesterday.
This one.
After college, Rikuo Uozumi, a boy without much ambition in life, takes on a job at a convenience store. The days pass by uneventfully for Rikuo until he meets his former girlfriend and classmate, but especially thanks to the unusual Haru Nonaka and her pet raven. That's it.
Her pet raven. Interesting. Yeah. This looks really good. And did we say what studio it's by? Because that was actually a big selling point for me. Hold on.
Yes, I know what it is.
Oh, Craig, would you like to tell the listening folks at home what studio is doing this?
Doga Kobo.
Yes, it's Doga Kobo, really? And these are post-college students.
I just want to let you in on something though. Don't worry, they're still meeting their quota.
I was about to say they're doing 2 this season because the other one is the weird fishing one.
Yeah, Moe Blonde
fishing. The Moe fishing one. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I was all into it a bit, and then I saw the scene with the octopus, and I was like, I'm not strong enough.
Yeah,
I can't do this again.
Don't say that on air. Suki will hear it.
Oh, no.
Don't edit it out, Craig.
That was a great laugh, Cassie. Oh, my gosh. But yes, I am very excited for this one. It looks beautiful. It looks kind of melancholic and reflective. And again, it's Doga Kobo and college students or post-college. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more intrigued now knowing what the studio is. Because
right?
They're definitely going a little bit... I guess they're staying on brand in one of them, but I'm interested in them branching out.
The other plus side is that it's going to look pretty regardless.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Excite?
Well, actually, I'm really excited to go up next because this is another one that I'm really looking forward to. That is Cassie's number 1 pick for the spring 2020 season, and that is Kakushigoto! So, the synopsis for Kakushigoto goes, we will open the curtain back in time to the story of one lone manga creator.
This one.
Yes, this story is about Goto Kakushi, an artist who draws somewhat vulgar manga and tries to hide it for the sake of his daughter, Hime, a father-daughter tale of love and laughter. Oh my god, Cassie, this looks so soft.
It does. I read the synopsis, and I was a little bit worried because I think it's from the same person who did Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, which is a show that I definitely need to go back and watch. But I remember one of the reasons I dropped it is because it was very nihilistic. It had a lot of jokes about suicide, and I was just not there for it at the time. I might be able to go back with a little bit more of a mature angle now that I'm older. But this looks like the exact opposite of that. This looks soft. It looks like a father-daughter tale. I love the aesthetic. And it just immediately was put to my number one spot just based on the PV alone. It just looks like something different and nice. And I am a sucker for father-daughter stories.
It looks so cute, and I love the art style. Like, you can definitely tell it's reminiscent of Zetsubo Sensei and the character designs, but it looks like a lot shinier because it's made so much later, and they put that real soft touch on it, like, just from setting to characters.
I am so excited.
I'm gonna
also,
need your
apparently, the title is just one big Japanese pun, so that's cool, too, I guess.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes I just look at Lily and I'm like, what does this title mean? And with this one, she looked at me and she's like, this is complicated. Like,
it's a big play on words. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even apparently the main character's name is like a really funny, like punny kind of thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. Craig.
Speaking of something we're all looking forward to, Netflix's air quotes original anime, Studio Trigger's very own BNA, otherwise known as Brand New Animal. Lily, get hype for that shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
You strike again with your Doro heteros and your Netflix gate. Synopsis goes as such: an original anime by Studio Trigger. BNA is set in the 21st century, in which an existence of humanoid animals has been revealed to the world after living in the darkness for centuries. One day, a high school student named Michiru suddenly turns into a tanuki person. After going to live in Anima City, where she meets Wolf Ogami Shiro, she goes on to investigate why she became an animal in the first place and gets mixed up in even stranger events in the process. Yeah.
The furries are coming.
I'm just saying, honey, you keep giving me looks and making jokes because I love
Beastars. Beastars is rad.
Yeah, but you also retweeted that one thing that was like, I'm not a furry, but
I'm just saying.
So I got my eyes on you, honey. Anyways, I'm not a furry, but this show.
We're going to lose our furry listeners, and that's yours.
No, it's fine. If you're a furry, that's all the power to you. Pick up, become an artist, make tons of money. Totally cool.
And DeviantArt.
Yeah, like, totally respect that. I totally get the hustle. If I was an artist, I would draw furry porn all day. But I'm not, and not really into that anyways, so, whatever. But this is a Trigger show. I like how it looks. It looks good. I like the aesthetic of the art anyways. So, yeah, I don't know. I just picked it because, generally speaking, all my other shows were just kind of like, yeah, I guess I'll put it on there.
This is the one standout.
This is the one where I was like, okay, this one actually looks like fun to watch. So,
And
yeah.
Refresh me on this. You tend to enjoy most Trigger works, or is that incorrect?
Their earlier stuff, like early Trigger, no.
Okay.
Like Trigger, not like if we're just counting when they became Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Their earlier stuff I haven't been too big on, like not super huge on anything.
Maybe I just have Promare in mind. Maybe that's it.
But yeah, I loved Gridman. I like Promare. Did I like any other Trigger show?
I don't think you've watched Little Witch Academia, but you watched the...
I watched the OVA. I thought it was alright. I thought it was fun.
Fun fact, BNA is directed by the Little Witch Academia guys, so there you go.
I know.
Oh.
Also, Michiru is voiced by Ichigo, that girl in the Naikatsu that you like.
What?
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
What?
Also, the trigger
What?
the triggerverse continues because the voice actress for Susie is Minky.
I don't care about that.
Oh my god.
Also, the first 6
I don't. Who
episodes
cares
dropped.
about that?
The first 6 episodes dropped in Japanese Netflix. The opening is on YouTube. Go watch it. It's really fucking. It's a bop.
No one told me about Ichigo.
Well,
No one fucking told me.
Well-
Except now.
yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, this is anime of the year.
You
Done
you never watched Promise Neverland, and she's in that show.
The furries win. Well, I mean, I was watching it with Cassie, and then we kind of just dropped off. I don't know what happened with that. Anyways, what the fuck ever?
What happened was I didn't want to wait.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
All right. Well, anime of the season. The furries have won.
The furs have won.
The furries have won.
Damn.
I don't really know how to follow that up, to be honest. Like-
One sweet anecdote actually when we were talking about the furry hustle is there was this tweet that was spreading on Twitter of this furry who showed his mother, like an older 50-60-year-old woman, his fursuit, and she thought it was so cute. He like gave her a little flower and she's like, "It's so soft. Can I try on the paws?" And she was just like so wholesome and supportive. It was very sweet.
I think
just
I
saying.
remember saying that. Yeah.
That's
yeah. It was good stuff.
I mean,
good.
yeah. Nothing against furries. I follow Sonic Fox on Twitter. He's totally cool.
Yeah, Sonic Fox is rad.
But yeah.
I honestly don't know how to follow that up. I'm next, and I just, like... I really hope Craig has as much energy for his number one.
I hope if it's what I want, then yes, I will have energy to it.
It's got an exclamation point in the title, so...
Cool. I know what it is.
Well, let me enlighten everyone else. It is Appare Ranman?
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but I'm assuming that's correct.
Yes,
That is
you are correct.
basically correct. Yeah.
Cool. Synopsis. During the back end of the 19th century, the genius but socially awkward engineer Sodano Appare and the wise yet cowardly samurai Ishiki Kosame find themselves drifting in the sea between Japan and America. With no money, the duo decide to enter the Trans-America Wild Race to win the prize money so they can get home. The two encounter rivals, bandits, and challenges in the wilderness as they race through America, from the starting line in Los Angeles to the finish line in New York, in the steam-powered car they built.
So I'm not gonna scream "what" at the top of my lungs and nearly knock over a soda can and exclamation over a voice actor.
Well, that's because you're weak.
Well,
All right, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that I have failed you, but yo, this is the only trailer. Like VNA, I already knew what it was before the fact, and I told myself I will watch this when it comes, right? This, out of all the other trailers, this is the only trailer that I audibly said, this shit looks fun, because it's basically an original work by PA Works, so you know there will be quality behind that. And also, it's their take on JoJo's part 6? No, seven, Steel Ball Run. Crazy people and steam-powered vehicles just driving across the US to get a prize cash money, and crazy-ass characters along the way. And I'm like, PA's Steel Ball Run. All right, cool. I'm in for this bullshit. I can't wait for it. I hope it actually is as insane as the JoJo's is.
If it's, I think it should be, if there is going to be like CG, like car races and stuff like that, they're probably going to look great because actually in, whatever the wolf one was that, Tenro, that John and I watched a while back, like the CG train scenes were really, really good. So the racing is going to be awesome in this one. PA Works definitely knows how to do their vehicles well. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm very excited. I did not expect to be like, yes, let's go to this PV, but here we are.
It does look very unique.
Yeah.
The art style looks very unique. And it's very not something I would expect from PA Works. So that's pretty neat. I'm glad they are also branching out and do some crazy new stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps us on up, I believe, unless I completely lost track of what I was doing again. But
Nope.
I think we've all got our stuff from the spring season. I will cheat less the rest of the year, but I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited for your picks as well.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I'm very excited.
I'm excited for Ichigo.
I mean, I'm excited for you for Ichigo. All right. Our social links are as follows. If you want to contact us on Twitter or see when we're actually posting episodes or posting Patreon content, you can do so at twitter.com/AnnieChatbox. You can also email us in long form at anniechatmail@gmail.com. We will read your email on the air if you do so choose to send us one. If you're listening to us on one thing, you can listen to us on many others. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, SoundCloud, Spotify, and the U of the Tubes. We do have a Patreon. It is at patreon.com/AnnieChatbox. We have a lot of little goodies there, and we are going to be doing our best amid this crisis that's going on in the world to record some more stuff to give you guys, in addition to stuff we've just owed people in general. We will be keeping up with that this year, in addition to something new me and Kiami are testing out.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to see if you guys like it and if we can continue doing it. But yeah, definitely keep your ear up if you're already a patron. And if you want to be a patron, you can do so at patreon.com/AnnieChatbox. Shout out to our current patrons, Sarah, CorpsyAnn, Carol, Suki, Paul, TroubleClef, and our previous host with the most, John. He's being a cool, supportive dude. Love him. We love all of our patrons.
Yes, thank you.
Whew. If you haven't got enough of hearing from Craig or sometimes guest host Zach, you can go and roll your booty on over to plug Saving Our Progress, which is at soundcloud.com/saveourprogress. Craig, what have you guys been talking about?
Well, we're shifting our format to be more shoot the shit, so hopefully that entices people. Since we're all in quarantine, toilet paper is rare, so we're just basically talking about the TP apocalypse. We talk about Resident Evil every now and again, and then basically Pete has been talking about LaCroix upcoming.
Like the drink?
Oh yeah, he's gonna get LaCroix.
Yeah.
He's got to get his water on. Also, stay tuned. There's an AMN coming up soon. So.
Ooh.
Exciting. Awesome.
Yep.
Well, unless anybody has something else to say, let's just roll our booties on out of here.
Rollin', rollin', rollin'.
Gotta keep on rolling, rolling into spring 2020.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.